Hi, welcome. It's me, the Swedish Guitar Nerd again. It's been a while, but now I'm back. You're thinking maybe isn't that the guy who's reviewing guitars and always being nice and saying good things about cheap and inexpensive guitars? Well, I guess it's no more Mr. Nice Guy today. Let me point this out. I'm not in any way paid by anyone to do this. I buy the guitars I review with my own money. I don't have any ads on my homepage. And I'm not endorsed by any company whatsoever. No one's paying me anything. And the views you hear on my videos are my own. So, well, today I won't be that nice. And what's causing this? Well, it's this one. It's a Harley Benton Telecaster. Not the cheapest one. This is the slightly more expensive one. I bought this because it was closer in specs to the actual Telecaster. I'll go through all the features and you get to hear some sounds and judge for yourselves. Okay, let's start out by looking at what it's made of. First of all, we got Cluson copied tuners. They don't seem that reliable, and they are not as precise as you would want when you compare them to new tuners. But if you compare them to classic vintage Clusons, I suppose they're pretty close to them. We have a maple neck, maple fretboard, and it's a real baseball bat. It's really big and really fat, and for that matter really wide. I think what happened, this guitar is made by a company called Harley Benton, that it's some way part of another company called Thomann, a German online music store, and that's a nice store. I only have good things to say about them. But this is made in China, and this is their own brand, Harley Benton. What I think happened is they sent a picture of a Telecaster and said, well, make one of these. And so they did. A lot of the specs are slightly odd and not really close to our original Telecaster. For instance, the fretboard's really flat, it's really wide, it's has medium jumbo frets, and well, this is actually the second one I got, because the first one I got was broken. But there were some things that were different on that guitar compared to this one, and that's interesting because it's the exact same model by the exact same company. For instance, the nut was wasn't as wide as the neck. It was actually a 42mm nut, and that's the one you find on a regular Telecaster. But since this is wider, this is like a 44mm neck, there was actually spaces on the sides. This one's corrected though. Another difference, on a Telecaster you have this string through body design, and you have on this guitar it's the same bridge as on the other one, but it's not string through for some reason. I have no idea why. Well, those are the obvious differences. Okay, let's get back. I got on a sidetrack there. You have the neck, it's maple, and yeah, quite a big neck. We have a solid ash body, and that's cool because ash is what the original Telecasters were made of, so that's kind of cool. It's 3-piece ash, and yeah, it looks kind of nice too. a kind of standard tele bridge. Yeah, the standard controls, a 1-ply pick guard. Well, materials hardware, I give it a 4. Well, let's get over to build quality and durability. As I said, the tuners, well, I don't think they will last. You hear me saying this a lot because I'm reviewing cheap guitars all the time, and they always have cheap tuners. The neck in itself, well, if you talk about build quality, it has this very yellowish color to it. It looks very strange. I've seen I've seen this on the Squire vintage vibe guitars as well. So I guess it's some kind of trying to look vintage. I actually have, for instance, a bass from the 70s, and the maple on that one is all bright. It doesn't look yellow at all, so I don't know why they are doing this. This gets even worse because they have filed off the fret ends. A good thing. There are no sharp fret ends, it's really soft, but they've done this with a machine, and they've done it all over the neck. Instead of doing each fret end at a time, they've done the entire neck with a machine. So you can see the natural maple, because they have filed it up, so you can see it here. And that's so much brighter, so it's like a line of brightness on both sides of the neck. It's not very good looking. Well, other than that, the neck is fine. On the first one I got that was broken, some of the frets were, I don't know, someone must have hit them with something. And that makes you think about the build quality, and that makes you think about the quality control. Because the case, or the cardboard box it got to me in was... It was nothing wrong with that, so it must have been broken before they sent it. Strange. Okay, let's get down to the real problems. We have this pick guard. It looks nice from a distance, I suppose. But if you look really close, it's actually too big for the body. Or what I think has happened is the body is too small, because I think the pick guard is an actual Telecaster sized one, but the body is smaller. Which leads me back to the conclusion, they sent a picture, they made something similar to the pictures. They didn't have any measurements or anything. But the good thing is, I'll do this. It looks pretty good without it, so what the heck. Usually there's, they have cut things out here for the wire to the neck pickup. But they haven't here, so you have a solid body, and it looks... I think it looks better without the pick guard, so... Well... Even though it's disturbing. I don't know if you... now I've thrown it away, but... I don't know if you noticed, there was actually a sign saying that someone had done the quality control on the actual pick guard that was faulty. Good sign of quality control. Well. Okay, the body in itself, it's well made, no problem. It too has this orange, yellowish hue to it, and I don't think ash is this orange actually. But you see this on other Telecasters as well, so I suppose this is what people want.